So we are here at Fort Cooper State Park. Let's go check this state park out. It's our next one that we're doing here, state park number 2. Let's go make some memories. So it's $3 per vehicle, and it's like on the honor system. They have envelopes right back here. They also have a state Withlacoochee State Trail and a Fort Cooper State Park brochure. So you just put your $3 in the drop box there and move on. And it says that the park closes at 7:30 today. Alright, so here at Fort Cooper State Park, once you drive around and go to this back parking lot that's back here, it's the furthest one back. You just follow the little road that circles around. There are restrooms back here, and I can state that they are very clean and very well maintained. They also have changing areas inside as well, where you have your own little private place where you can lock the door behind you and change your clothes. They also have an outdoor little shower spigot right here as well. And you see there's a little round pavilion area. There's a picnic area down that way, picnic tables, and it looks like possibly a place to grill some food. Fort Cooper is going to be around this way to the right of the lake. This is the map to the state park. It's located off of US 41 on South Old Floral City Road, and you can see here right by where my thumb is at, where you're coming off the ranger station, follow that black round line along, and then this is the lake Withlacoochee, something like that. I don't know, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Well, that's the lake that we're staring at right out here. That's where we're at, is in the back of the park, the furthest southernmost point of this park basically. And it has there's a short hiking trail here that takes you to Old Fort Cooper, and the Withlacoochee State Trail, which we actually just saw a second ago. I'll show it to you on camera here in a second. That trail is like 46 miles long. It runs 46 miles through the state of Florida, and that goes through this state park as well. So you can pick up part of that trail here. So let's go find this fort. Corey noticed there's a barbecue grill right here that's in the water. And there's another one over there that's in the water. My guess is that it's probably flooded here because Florida's rainy season is in the summer, and right now it's October, so it's been raining, you know, basically every day for the last 4 months or 5 months. So we're just now starting to get into our dry season, so I'm guessing this normally isn't all covered in water here. But it's interesting that the grills are, I guess you got to swim out and risk a gator to toast your hot dogs. Also here at the state park, there's a little playground down here by the lake. There's a nice little slide. I know that sun is brutal right now with the glare. I'm trying to get around it so it's not in our faces the whole entire video. There's a nice slide here, a smaller slide here, an even tinier slide over there on the other side, a little baby slide. And then they have swings for toddlers and swings for bigger kids. And I think I recognize the kid on that swing. See, I told you there was swings for big kids too. Whee!
Oh my goodness.
Whee! There's definitely worse things you could be looking at while you're on a swing set. Like cars driving by on a busy city street, a blacktop playground. Now this right here is a view.
So I'm about to go up these really steep stairs. It looks like they're almost like 360 degrees.
These are pretty steep. It's like going up a ladder. Because it is a ladder.
What?
It's a ladder. It's like a ladder at home. It's pretty steep.
Yeah, like a ladder and stairs at the same time.
I think that bird was mocking me.
My mommy called. And this is a really steep slide.
Okay, come on.
And the plastic is hot. And
You made it. Oh, and your hair is sticking up from the static. That's funny. Okay, also here in this area right by the lake, they have one of these boxes where you can do like a library book switch. You take a book and leave a book. Somebody else left this. When you leave this back parking area, this is the Withlacoochee State Trail, which I mentioned earlier. Seminole Heritage Kiosks 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure what those are, but if we'll find them, we'll show them to you. And then it says the fort side is this way. No motorized vehicles, but there can be bicycles, so watch where you're going. Ready to go see the fort? Hey. I guess not. Just, you'd rather stay here and sniff the sign. Oh, now you're ready? Okay, let's go find this fort. This was one of the signs they were talking about. Talking about necessities of life. Farmers and ranchers. The best way to travel was lakes, rivers, and swamplands. Living off the land. Look at that. Making a nice lunch. Some of the stuff they used to eat. Muscadine grapes, prickly pear cactus, and saw palmetto.
prickly pear cactus? That doesn't sound good.
A tradition.
It sounds pokey.
Green corn ceremony. The people engage in stomp dancing, traditional storytelling, and lively stickball games. Oh, so this is a stick for stickball. Oh, that's fun. All right, so we made it to our next little sign top here. The Withlacoochee State Trail continues on northbound. We make a left here to hit the fort, and then Sandhill Loop Trail, which kind of loops around the state park here, goes to the right. And that's what I wanted to show you guys. Because if you read this sign, this is the Sandhill Loop Trail. It tells you, it says this was an old military road. This wagon trail connected Fort Cooper to Fort Drain and Fort Dade along the west side of the cove of the Withlacoochee, which is the river. So this was the old military. It's like you wonder, just looking down here on a day like today when the park's pretty empty, you just wonder like how many people have walked on this trail from one fort to the next. Okay, so it says war comes to the cove. So this was the Second Seminole War. Major Francis Dade, which everybody knows Dade County down in Miami. Seminole leadership, Chief Mycanopy, which there is a city north of Gainesville called Mycanopy. Osceola, if you've been to Kissimmee on a vacation, that's Osceola County. And then Sam Jones, which was Chief Abiaka. He was a powerful medicine man and spiritual leader. Him, I have not heard of, this gentleman. I have not heard of him. Learned something new. All right, so let's go find this fort. I found the third signposting here that they were talking about. It says the Siege of Fort Cooper in March 1836. Wow, that's 185 years ago. General Winfield Scott launched a campaign to surround the Seminole in the Cove with an army of approximately 5,000 men. While marching to Fort Brooke in Tampa, they stopped here to leave their sick and wounded under the care of Major Mark Anthony Cooper. Hence the name Fort Cooper, I'm guessing. This was him right here, Major Mark of the Georgia Volunteers. He was a lawyer, banker, devout churchman, pioneer, industrialist, educator, farmer, and statesman. He was a member of the Georgia House of Representatives and a U.S. congressman. That's why I like coming to these state parks and all the states, because you learn history. Because if you're not from Florida and you didn't learn Florida history in school, the only way you're going to learn it's by experiencing things and by reading it yourself. And I'd much rather go out and vlog and be in beautiful nature like this. I mean, look at this. Look at the surrounding right here. Look at this. Is this all that's left of Fort Cooper? Is this all that's left? Just this little wall right here? What? You can see along the ground here where there was something. But is this all that's left? The land is cleared here. So you can tell something was definitely here, because otherwise it would be all overgrown like that, natural Florida. Is this all that's left of the fort? Just a tiny little wall? What? Or are we missing something? You can tell there was something else here because you can see the wood where they buried it into the ground here. Where my foot is down here. This goes up along here. You can feel it still under your feet. And now it kind of vanishes a little bit. It's a 150-year-old wood fort in the state of Florida. Is that all that's there, or am I missing something? The path continues on that way. Should we continue down the path and go see? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check it out and see, because that's kind of disappointing if that's all that's left of the fort's a wall. All right, so upon further review, the little wall that I showed you, that is all that's left of the remnants of Fort Cooper. So that was it. A little disappointing on that end, because you hope to see more, but still pretty cool that wall's still been there for 150 years. Pretty neat. As we're walking back to the back parking lot back there to get back to our car, Tori noticed this little weed or tree, whatever this is. I'm not a botanist by no means, but she said it kind of reminded her of the little Charlie Brown tree. I guess with Charlie Brown and Linus come walking down this trail here, they'll find themselves their tree for in 2 months. And just look at this trail. I love it. And the weather today was only supposed to be about 82 for the high. When we left the house this morning, I think it was about 63. So right now it's like about 11:15 in the morning. I'd say it's probably upper 70s. Walking on the trail, I started to sweat a little bit, but it's by no means the Florida summer weather. This is the time of year we love. This is the time of year why we live here. I know I say it all the time about train tracks in my PrimeTrains videos, and I mention in videos like this, and I think I already did earlier. It's just, you see these trails? I know this one's paved, so it's not exactly the same thing, but the one we were walking on earlier, and even parts of this one, it's just nice because it just makes you think, like, how many people have experienced this same state park? Has anybody famous walked down this trail? Has anybody infamous that you don't want to see walk down this trail? It's a possibility as well. Okay, so this wraps up our visit here to Fort Cooper State Park in Florida. State Park number 2 in our state park series that we've visited so far. Our goal is to try and hit all 175 over the course of the next couple of years, because it's harder to do in the summer because it rains every day and it's too hot. So we'll see how many we can knock out here the next few months during the fall and the winter and this early spring. But all in all, this is a beautiful state park. I wouldn't want to be here when it's 95 degrees and raining, by no means, or even if it was just 95 and sunny, because there's spots where it's shaded, but there's a lot of spots where you're in the sun too. So because I worked up a little bit of a sweat here, and it was 75 to 80 degrees today is all. No, it's a very cool state park. Beautiful scenery, nice little playground for the kids. Simple, but it's nice. Very clean restrooms. The fact that the Withlacoochee State Park passes through here is nice, because you get we saw some people that were biking that state trail, as well as probably just walking. It's a 46-mile trail, so it can be biked in just a few hours each way. But we enjoyed our visit here. It was $3 to get in for the whole car, so there's 3 of us plus the dog, so it was, if you count the dogs, 75 cents a piece. If you count just the humans, it was $1 a piece. Definitely worth. Even if you're by yourself solo, it's definitely worth the $3. Nice hiking trails here. Just know, if you like this state park visit, smash that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button down there. Let's join the family. Keep us going. Keep us growing. I know we mentioned recently we hit 1,600. Well, now we're at 1,650 in just a matter of about 2 weeks. So awesome. I love the growth, the way this channel's going. Leave us a comment down below. What's your favorite state park in Florida? Because we're definitely going to try and hit them all. So we'll make sure that we make a note and give a shout out to you. All right. Thanks for watching. And as always, we'll see you soon.